fuck. Well, seems like the shit's really hitting the fan. Yep. We're all fucked. Uh-oh. So, there's that. I don't know what to worry about more. At least Lyme disease doesn't shut down the fucking planet. Well, it's official. I'm fucked. So all those precautions I took financially to try and, you know, diversify my income and shit. Turns out when you get most of your income from the service industry, and like you shut the entire service industry down. Yeah, I put too many eggs in the service industry basket, apparently. But I can still walk around in nature. Just can't drive very far. Shit. Throat's getting a little raspy. Might be fucked. So I kind of called this, you know, that we would overreact. And I still think it's an overreaction. And I think we're doing the wrong thing right now. As far as I can tell, only the service industry is fucked. They just, in New York State, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with the news, they have shut down all bars. Last night I went to the bar that I work at as we shut the doors at 8 o'clock and indefinitely until this whole fucking thing is over with. So that means that income is gone. All restaurants are also takeout only or delivery only. But then again, that's going to scare a bunch of people into not ordering takeout and delivery. So what that means is, as an Uber driver, being the main bulk of my income, and I've already seen a huge drop-off in traffic. The students got the fuck out of Dodge. And it does seem a lot less busy now that these new things are in place. And yeah, so that income's going to go to shit. I did fire up the app yesterday and managed to make $50. So we'll see. I'm going to fire it up again today after I get done contemplating my existence on this little mini hike that I'm doing. But shit's getting real. It really is. So I'm left to contemplate what I'm going to do in a month and a half when I run out of money, which is about the amount of time I have to think about what I'm going to do next. And obviously, the only solution I can see, financially speaking, will be to get back in the truck. which, because everyone's running around buying fucking toilet paper, I'll be able to do, of course. It'll be a thing. Can make good money that way.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks.
It's good to hear. So yeah, and you might be saying, but dickhead, you have a YouTube channel. Why don't you just fucking work online? Well, being that my YouTube channel pays a lousy $45 a month, the only real income coming from LBRY, which is all locked up due to the crypto market tanking, and DLive, which pretty arguably is pretty good, but even that amounts to maybe $100 a month if I'm lucky on a good month. What's up? This social distancing thing's working out well. You know, that's just not going to be enough income. Even pretty much my debt will be paid off in this 1 month period. Minus like $100 debt in this phone, of course. But that's not going to be enough to get me through, financially speaking. So I'm going to have to make a hard choice pretty soon. And that probably is going to mean sucking it up with my tail between my legs and going back to the trucking industry. Which fucking blows. Gotta watch out for ticks and shit. I still think we're overreacting too. Despite the climbing death toll in Italy, which is largely due to overwhelming of their medical system. And I'm sorry to say that that is what we should be focusing on. And allegedly that's what they're going to galvanize industries to produce and beef up our medical system, but they're just now starting to do that. And the whole reason that we're supposedly locking down as much as we are, and we'll continue to get more locked down in the coming days, we're doing that to prevent overwhelming our medical system. Yesterday, Governor Cuomo came on and said, we have 3,000 ICU beds. 3,000 ICU beds for New York State. That's not good. You see, for some people, the ICU bed is the only way they survive the coronavirus. Still, 70% of us won't have to worry about that. We'll get sick, we'll stay home, we'll recover. But there is a large segment of the population that is unhealthy, that probably has some kind of immunocompromise. Diabetes, of course, being another one of the conditions that fuck you up. And we know we got plenty of those running around. And just looking at some of the footage from these ICUs from Italy, you can tell that most of the people, even the younger ones, were pretty unhealthy to start with. So if you're unhealthy as fuck, yeah, you might want to fucking isolate yourself and avoid contact with everyone. At the same time, if you're healthy as fuck, business as usual might be the way to go, because what we're doing now is setting ourselves up for a Great Depression. You know, to where it might not be the virus that is the major destroyer of your life. It might be the economic ability to buy food and pay your rent. And I'm seeing very little help from the government for these businesses that they're destroying. And that's what I don't understand. You know, why punish the service industry when you're just going to spread it around by doing other stupid shit, like waiting in line at the grocery store to buy toilet paper? I mean, shouldn't we have come up with some kind of solution for that? Because it's still going on. Literally, as I'm out here right now, the stores have got shit tons of people in there panic buying shit to no end. Gee, I wonder why. You tell them they can't fucking go to work and they should have hunker down for months on end. They're going to buy a bunch of shit. And while they're buying a bunch of shit, they're coughing all over each other and standing next to each other. Some are wearing masks, but it makes no sense. Why shut down the service industry? I heard the UK is taking a different approach, unless that's changed, because it tends to change day to day, but they were going to try and build herd immunity by not shutting down shit. And to be quite honest, I think that's the way to go. Instead of diverting all of these resources to shutting everything down and rescuing certain industries while letting other industries fucking crumble to death, that maybe, just maybe, we should just do business as usual. Last night when we closed the bar, there was a bunch of us there. We gave no shits. We didn't. Social distancing didn't happen. In fact, we sang group songs in karaoke. And we literally passed the mic around. You know, whenever I greeted somebody, we shook hands still. You know? Maybe I'll get sick, maybe I won't, who knows? But I'm not going to live my life in fear. You know? If I get sick, I'll stay home. If I'm not sick, I need to work. And that is the boat that the majority of people are in. So you're setting us up for a complete economic collapse, and it's already starting. There's already people that were living paycheck to paycheck, and you're taking their fucking paycheck away while offering tax breaks to businesses. Tax break ain't gonna do jack shit to put fucking food on someone's table or to pay their fucking rent. Did you think of that? What about all their other bills? Most fucking Americans are in debt up to their fucking eyeballs. You gonna give us a debt holiday? That'd be nice. How about we just have a fucking couple months of no bills? That way some of these big corporations can feel the sting that us little motherfuckers are. You know, big corporations are still gonna ask for their money. I still gotta pay my car insurance, gotta pay my phone bill. I'm not getting a holiday from that. Yet they're gonna get fucking tax breaks and lower interest rates and interest-free loans and shit. And that's all well and good, but if a business takes out an interest-free loan, that still leaves them in debt up to their fucking eyeballs and possibly going bankrupt as a result of this. I really wish our government wasn't as dumb as it is, you know? And what's the next solution? Send us all a check? Is that gonna work? Because last I checked, that's gonna fucking create a huge economic bubble that'll burst and put us in even worse economic condition. The solution is, let us go to work. Let us make money. Let us live our lives. Before they put this in place, I was able to survive through the coronavirus. It's kind of nice here. Put all of this bullshit in place, I was able to make a living still. People were going to work. People were going out to eat. People were doing all kinds of shit. And last I checked, we still only have 2 motherfucking cases here. And maybe about 20 motherfuckers that are quarantined because of being suspected of having it. You know, here in Onondaga County, we ain't got like a huge outbreak. So yeah, people will be like, well, you're preventing it now. You know what else you're preventing? People from paying their rent, paying their bills. And most people, including myself, don't have a huge financial pad. You know, if I scrimp, I can probably come up with enough money to make it through a couple months. But that's only because I'm a minimalist. I can't imagine being somebody who's paying the full cost of living that most average people are doing, being told that they can't fucking go to work or having their entire customer base wiped out. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't, that we're doing this way. I don't know where this fucking trail goes. Oh, there's another section over there. So yeah, this is another trail there. I didn't know all these extra trails were here. Oh shit. I got a shitter here. That's good. Some high quality shitter shit. So I'm gonna try and suck it up and deal. And as the weather improves, I'll try and get some hiking and camping done during this outbreak of bullshit. Assuming I don't catch the virus, in which case I'll just be sitting in the house. But, you know, I guess I just gotta take the bite of this shit sandwich. Sucks. It really does suck. I really don't want to end up in the truck again. I really don't. I realize I might have to. But as for creating content, I'm going to continue to do that. Don't worry. My channel's not going anywhere. But I don't know if you noticed, but I've been really busy. And because I've been really busy is the reason I'm able to survive an extra month, maybe 2, if I really figure shit out. Before the money runs out. Because I hit the Uber really hard, you know, as the students were evacuating for their spring break / indefinite spring break. I made sure to run as much Uber as I could to pile up a lot of money to get me through. Or at the very least get me through and get my debt paid off, which thankfully that's covered. I still have to earn in the next month at least another $200, or my bills are going to start to fall behind. Last I checked, I'm not getting any relief there either. So there's that. There's another lake here. Starting to rain a little bit. Guess we'll find out if my Osmo Mobile 3, which is holding this Note 10 Plus, which I'm filming this with. See, I was all caught up in what kind of gear I was going to do my adventures with, and where I was going to travel this summer, and now I don't even know if we'll be allowed to travel this summer. You know, it's really fucking with everything. So yeah, I'm a little bummed about it. Who knows what it means, you know, in terms of how my year's gonna go. But I realize I'm not the only one that's fucked here. I know that too. I just wanted to come out in the woods and whine about it. It's kind of my thing. Try and get right with life and realize that in some parts of the world, the world doesn't give a shit about the coronavirus. In some parts of the world, it's just another fucking day. It's not for people that work in bars and restaurants and shit. I didn't bring any rain gear. This is gonna get really interesting. Really quick. Like it's really raining. And I'm as far away from my car as I could get. I'm gonna end up soaked. I do have my extra coat with me. I did come loosely prepared. I'm gonna have to stop and get that shit out. What is that floating out there? It's ducks. Ducks and shit. Starting to wonder if maybe I should turn around. I don't know if this thing's fucking weatherized or what. How's it going? Can't even get a good fucking hike in without rain. Damn it. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll still be live this Thursday. We can talk about it. I think the general theme's going to be, how has this affected you? Is it still business as usual for you? You know, I'm posting this video on YouTube just because YouTube's pulling some bullshit right now, where I guess due to the coronavirus, they no longer have human beings policing our speech. They've left the machine learning fairness on autopilot. So there's a lot of bitching going on about that by YouTubers. I'll let these motherfuckers pass. Guess we'll get the good weather test on this fucking thing now, huh? Don't worry, if it breaks, I still got my Osmo Pocket. And the phone's waterproof. So there's that. Although I do got some non-waterproof equipment in my bag behind me. Anyways, I might want to talk a little bit about my setup here, what's left of it. If you notice, I didn't bring the GH5 today. It's probably a good thing, being that the weather's shit. Decided to bring just my phone and my Osmo Pocket. which, because it's raining, I'm probably not going to use my Osmo Pocket, so that just leaves this phone. Might go minimalist on some of my adventures just to see if what I'm missing out on in terms of coverage. We are planning, Steve and I, he's not working, we're planning a hike. We might be able to get Mike out for that one too. On Friday, I don't know if we'll have the whole adventure team for this one, but yeah, we're planning on Friday getting out to the Adirondacks because it's supposed to be warm, and getting out in some real nature for a little bit and shit. So that'll be fun. I want this fucking shit to be over with. I really do. I'm sure you all do. I'm sure the whole fucking world wants it to just be over with. But I have a feeling that because we've made some of the decisions economically that we have, that even though the virus may peak and wane at some point in the next 3, 4, and 5 months, I'm talking about as late as August, so pretty much the whole summer, the economic impact from this, I believe, will fuck with us for the next year at least. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, we'll bounce back, blah, 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 blah. Not if you're giving out loans instead of giving out debt forgiveness. That's the only way you'll bounce back. All these businesses, you're giving them interest-free loans, yes. They still got to pay that shit back. And some businesses had a really thin profit margin, so they probably won't be able to afford to pay it back. So unless we're doing some debt forgiveness to get us through this, which is really the only solution, by the way, declare a national fucking bill holiday or debt holiday to where nobody has to pay their bills while we're dealing with the coronavirus. You don't have to pay your rent, don't have to pay your car insurance, don't have to pay your loans. You know, just a complete, don't worry about it, no late fees, no interest charge, just pause. Complete 100% pause on all financial bullshit until people can earn their paychecks again. That's the only way, it really is. But we ain't gonna do that. Who am I kidding? That's not in our future. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below if YouTube doesn't ban this video. If this video gets banned on YouTube, you'll still, of course, be able to view it on LBRY. So keep that in mind. But since their bots might hear like a word or something, I didn't really try too hard to censor myself during this video. So it'll be interesting to see if it gets up, or if the overzealous Susan Wojcicki Susan bots, the Susan bots take it down, then, you know, what can you do? I'm not all the way around the lake yet, am I? I don't think so. Where does that trail go? Let me look. If you like this video and you want to make sure that I continue making content, please like and subscribe. And if you want to, and you're not broke also, keep me surviving making content, head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com and leave a tip in the virtual fucking tip jar. And then maybe I'll just be a full-time content creator. But I can tell you at current levels, it's not in the cards. But if it were to blow up or something and I was able to make a living doing that, I would do that. and shit. But let's face it, that idea has been fucking taking a shit for quite a while now, especially since YouTube pulled all their stupidity and shit. Also, subscribe to my free email list on ScottTheTruckDriver.com to keep getting notified of anytime I post content or do a live stream on DLive or on Twitch or post new content on LBRY, which there will still be plenty of exclusive videos on LBRY. This is just my weekly YouTube obligation. This video, I post one video per week on YouTube, and the rest goes to LBRY. So if you like my content and you want a lot more than you get here on YouTube, head to LBRY, Scott the Truck Driver. Links are below, and follow my channel there. And while you're there, maybe leave a tip of LBC. I am still accumulating LBC. I just can't cash it in until this market is not fucked up. So there's that. So yeah, head on over there. We're almost to 800. I believe I was 799 followers the time I filmed this video. So that is still growing. YouTube is not growing at all. So there's that. Definitely LBRY will continue to be an integral part of my content creation. And I am still making income on LBRY. I just can't cash out until the market recovers some. So there's that. And we'll see. I haven't figured out exactly when I want to cash out yet. But I know at half a penny, it's too much of a loss to cash out. You know. But who knows? Maybe I'll get desperate and clean out my LBC at some point, and then I'll help tank it even further, apparently. So there's that. Who expected so much financial bullshit to slam us all at once? You know. It sucks. It really does suck. Remember, I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Have a nice motherfucking day. And shit. I'm gonna put this away before it fries, and of course I won't be able to afford to replace it. Probably should have put it away when it started raining. My bad. Oh, and don't worry. I've got enough toilet paper for now.